What is up, guys? It is by Danny Tech and Finance Reviews here, and today I'll be reviewing a couple of ultra-thin clear cases for the iPhone 16 Pro. The first one is going to be by Peel, and it is their super thin clear grip case. The second one is by Totally, and it is their clear grip case as well. The next one is by ESR, and it is the ESR Zero clear case. And the last one is going to be by TAC, and it's the TAC clear case for the iPhone 16 Pro. So there's a couple differences between the two. You can already see a couple of those differences here, but we'll be going through all of them in detail. And I also do have a personal favorite. This is also an unbiased review, so no sponsorships. This is just based off of my real experience going through all of these cases and actually seeing which one is best for me and could potentially be best for you as well. So we'll start off with the Peel Clear super thin case right now. So this is made out of a flexible plastic material. It is super slippery to the touch, but it does have a little bit of grip to it. It is ultra thin. It's probably the thinnest case out of all of these here. There is no MagSafe magnet on this. However, it can still charge wirelessly and be held by magnets to any accessories. However, it's not going to be as strong compared to these two, but it is stronger than the Totally case over here, which is made by TPU. A couple other things to mention is that there is no lip alongside the edges of this case. So if we were to put it on right here, you can just see it easily just snaps into place. But you can see here, there's actually no edges right now along the side of the case. So if it were to fall flat on its face, it is going to impact the screen. So it's always good to have a screen protector with this case, as well as just making sure that if you are going to drop it, try to avoid having large drops and making sure that it tries to drop not on its face where possible. There is no any shock absorbers on the side of this case, so it is recommended that this case is really only used for scratch protection. If you are planning to drop this case or drop your phone within this case, most likely it is going to be impacting the phone itself. So again, very much so limited in terms of drop protection. So in terms of taking off the case, it's actually very easy to take off. You just have to peel the top corner and then it just comes off right away. The second one now is going to be the case made by Totally, and this is now using a TPU material, and it does have that lip protection as well as all of the buttons are covered, similar to the Peel case as well. Putting this on here is actually very straightforward. It goes in very seamlessly. It does have a lot more grip compared to the Peel case, which is a good thing in my perspective because it allows you to just hold the phone very, very well. And it actually feels really good in the hand. So the one thing that's actually really unique about this case is that it has those contoured edges, similar to how the iPhone 16 Pro has it as well. So when you're actually holding this in your hand, it does feel like you're actually holding the phone compared to like another case that would be on here. The only downside to this case here by Totally is that it will yellow over time, and there's no MagSafe ring attached to this. So in terms of magnet protection, it actually offers the least amount of kind of magnets being able to hold to your accessories. So I would actually say outside of like, if you're not trying to connect this to any accessories, or if you're not going to purchase like a third-party ring to apply this to the case, it's probably good to look at some of the other cases here as well. In terms of taking it off, it's actually very easy. Just peel it off same way on the top corners and it comes off right away there. The next one is going to be the ESR Zero case. So just putting that on here, and you can see very easy. It's also made out of TPU, It also gives you the MagSafe ring. This provides you the strongest magnetic connection out of all of the cases here. It is actually a very strong connection. You also get shock absorbers at the top of the case as well as at the bottom. You have cutouts for the new button for the iPhone 16 Pro, but also for your volume button as well as for your power button. And then again, yes, the camera control button will be open for you to touch, but it's actually very easy to press. There is actually protection on the camera, so it actually does cover like the inner sections of the camera, which is very nice, and you get the lip for the camera as well. The only downside to this case is, again, it is going to yellow over time. Holding it in your hand, it doesn't feel like it's basically the phone. Like, you do feel the bumps at the top and the bottom, but I don't think that's too big of an issue. I would overall say, like, this is actually a really great case to buy. It's not my personal favorite, but if you're interested in having the ring and actually having the additional protection for drops, by all means, ESR makes really great cases, and this is a good example for it. Taking it out, just easy, just same as the other cases, just pull at the top of the corners and it'll come off very easily. And then the last case, last but not least, is the tack case. So this is purely just made out of like hard plastic. My personal perspective is this is a piece of junk. Do not buy this case at all. I know there's a lot of reviews online, but it is very much so, it feels like it's like a $3 case being priced at like $35. If you were to pick any of the other cases here, I would recommend choose that over the tack case. And even the MagSafe connection is just really weak compared to like the ESR case or any other cases that I've had. So I would just avoid this case at all costs. Do not buy this. But if you are just looking for something that is honestly like a $3 cheap plastic case that can just kind of look nice overall, I'm just going to put this in the phone here just to show you what it looks like. It does look like it's a good looking phone in the case, but I mean, for this price and the quality of it, honestly, look at the other cases. I would also say that this case has very sharp edges alongside the top or the lip of the phone. So even just holding this makes me feel like I don't want to use this case at all. And it's actually impossible to like take this off compared to the other cases. So I would just say, don't buy this case at all. But that pretty much covers the review. If there are any questions or thoughts, please don't hesitate to leave a comment on this video. My personal favorite of the 4 cases is going to be the Totally case, given the fact that it just feels so nice to hold in your hand. As well as those contoured edges and just the additional grip that you get by having it be TPU. I would say my next favorite is going to be the ESR case because of the MagSafe as well as the additional protection that it offers you. The fact that it's TPU and you get that camera protection as well. Third is going to be the PL case, just for its simplicity and its ultra thin design. I do wish there was a little bit more grip to it as well as a MagSafe ring, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. And last and least is going to be the tack case. Do not buy this case. It is a terrible case overall, and I would choose any other case if you do have that option. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.